There's a program in Newport News that's taking kids from drumming on the bottom of plastic buckets to mastering a stringed instrument. Now, this process doesn't happen overnight. It starts in the first grade and goes on until the end of elementary school. But as our Lisa Godley found out, in the end, the participants take a lot more with them than just knowing how to play the violin.
Hearing them play the bells in the first grade may not impress you that much, but this is only the beginning. It's called Soundscapes and promises to take these youngsters on a musical journey that will eventually knock your socks off. At Carver Elementary in Newport News, these first graders begin their musical adventure at the end of the school day, while many of their classmates are on their way home. As part of Soundscapes, dedicated instructors from local universities come in and teach.
What song could you have in your mind that would make you that famous personality in music?
I don't come in with a lesson plan that's just designed A, B, C, D. I come in to kind of see what I have. Sometimes I think in a program like this, where we can identify something that is unique, it's something that we don't know is there. And so if I can just build on everything that they have, then I can find a special something. And then it becomes fun for me. I'm just not teaching. I can kind of get a chance to kind of build and create and just move it around.
Throughout the program, the students' musical development is nourished. They start with the basics, like listening to different styles of music and improvising rhythms. For example, these first graders must first learn the rhythm before they're taught to play it on this bucket.
Sometimes we play on the end of the buckets, sometimes we play in the middle of the buckets.
Do you feel like a drummer when you're playing the buckets?
Yeah, I love drumming.
Each year, their knowledge expands and new skills are cultivated. As a result, by the time they reach the 5th grade, they should be able to create rich, beautiful tones on orchestral instruments and have quite a repertoire to boot. Their stringed instruments arrived a few weeks ago. Music and Arts donated almost $60,000 worth of violins and cellos to Soundscapes. The students will start using them in the 2nd year of the program. Program Director Ray Ramirez has been the Director of Education for both the Virginia and Baltimore Symphonies. He says everybody can benefit from this type of program.
Doesn't matter whether you're in Baltimore, in Hampton Roads, San Antonio, Los Angeles, they're happening all over the place. And it is a very new movement, and it's all based off of a system in Venezuela called El Sistema. And El Sistema is a 35-year-old program that now serves over 300,000 kids a year in the program, and they're all playing orchestral instruments and singing.
Through Soundscapes, the students aren't just learning about music. They're learning team building, strengthening leadership and behavioral skills, and all the while strengthening their self-image.
Marita Howell says she's already noticed the difference Soundscape has made in her son's life.
He's coming home excited, talking about, instruments, notes. I didn't really know he had a musical, talent there going there, but I just noticed he seems more excited about school and getting to Soundscape. So it's actually helped him have a little bit of motivation.
Ready and...
Ramirez says whether these students stick with music in middle and high school is totally up to them, because that's not what Soundscapes is trying to do.
This is not really a music program. This is a social change program. And we're just using the benefits of music to achieve that social change. We're working on seeing a future beyond what they may just be thinking right now. I'm thinking, well, I'm going to get to 2nd grade. Well, we want them to think 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road, what can I do? What can I be? And we don't care if they become musicians. In fact, we have a lot of musicians. But what we need is people to think forward and really just see themselves in a special way.
For Another View, I'm Lisa Godley.